I used to run this startup called Scout Me, which was basically a scouting app designed to scout players from non-traditional backgrounds. And we had over 35,000 players on the app, but not even a single one of them identified as non-binary. And that sort of stuck out to me. Me and a few of my football teammates, we cross-test and we went to a local community ground to test out the ground reality of the situation. And there we were harassed, groped, we were mocked, and eventually we were thrown out. And that was sort of my tipping point as to how trans athletes are treated in India. And that is when I sort of got the motivation and the idea to start Kicking Gender Boundaries. I'm Arjun and I'm the founder of Kicking Gender Boundaries, an initiative focused towards the inclusion of the transgender community, specifically in the domain of sports. I believe the purpose of my initiative is twofold. Not only are we making the field of sport more accepting and inclusive for everyone, but we're using it as a medium to destroy the shackles of inequality that exist in our society. I think initially, amongst the yeses and the nos to all the people that I approached, everyone was really curious because no one had seen such an idea come through, especially in the grassroots. So they were just curious as to what I was trying to do and what the initiative was all about. And I think we made a splash when we did India's first ever all-gender inclusive match and made it clear as to how sport really should be inclusive and accepting for everyone. Since my school was so very supportive of my idea, I was able to tap into the network of my school to gather a huge volunteering pool, which were key in setting up Kicking Gender Boundaries and giving me the ideas to progress it further. I think I believe in a very democratic way of leadership because I realize my ideas might not always be the best. And when ideas converge and there's deliberation and modification is when we see the best results. So I make sure that at my table of discussion, everyone has a seat and the ability to voice out their opinions. I think empathy really gives someone the motivation and the unique perspective to go out there and take up the initiative to create an impact. It's when you put yourself in the shoes of others is when you truly realize the gravity and the depth of the problem, and that's where you stem your motivation to go out there and make an impact. And everyone Changemaker world that we sort of envision, for me, it's not utopia, but a very functioning and efficient world. Changemaking comes in its various forms. And if we can get every individual to discover what they're passionate about, we live in a world where we're working towards the positive, not struggling to overcome the negatives.